Let's go now live to Brazil with our correspondent Brian Mier. Hello, Brian.
Hello, how's it going? It's just a really exciting moment in Brazil. There's hundreds of thousands of people on the streets of all of the big cities celebrating the victory of Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, a great victory for the working class and for the people of Latin America in general, because it marks a return of Brazil into the pink tide, into the left governments that dominated Latin America in the 2000s.
Brian, today people are celebrating, of course, the victory of Lula da Silva, but tomorrow things get serious and they have to start working. What can we expect for Lula's government to start working on as he enters this new period of government?
Well, he's not going to take power until January 1st. You know, there were some people worried, including myself, that Bolsonaro might not even relinquish that power, might try to have an auto coup. But his leader in the Senate tonight said that there was no problem with the elections. They respect the election results. So on January 1st, when Lula comes to power, he's going to have to undo all of the damage caused by the deep austerity program that was implemented in Brazil, starting with the coup d'etat against Dilma Rousseff in 2016. They eliminated 80 years of labor rights. You know, they transformed Brazil into a right-to-work country. They butchered the labor union's finances, and they privatized a lot of the Petrobras petroleum company. They linked petroleum prices to international price when Brazil's a huge producer, almost like Venezuela. And, you know, Brazil became more and more isolated from the rest of Latin America, especially Venezuela, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Bolivia. Bolsonaro was actually active in the coup d'etat against Evo Morales. I mean, he gave support to Janine Áñez and even offered her amnesty. So he's going to have to repair relations with the rest of Latin America. Then he's going to have to start fighting hunger, which in his acceptance speech, he said would be the top priority of his government, fighting hunger and removing 33 million people from absolute poverty.
Brian, many authorities, heads of government and organizations have come on Twitter, on different medias, to congratulate Lula da Silva for his victory. What can represent his victory, Lula da Silva's victory, what can it represent for the integration of Latin America and the Caribbean?
It's important because Bolsonaro was in isolation. You know, during the Audis, and even beforehand, Brazil's always had pretty good relations with the rest of Latin America. And I mean, like Mercosur, UNASUR, the BRICS, South-South collaboration, South-South cooperation. Really, Brazil really took a leadership role in several of these areas during the Workers' Party governance years. So it's time to get back involved in protagonizing, not just going to the minimum amount of meetings, which is what Jair Bolsonaro did. And one thing's for certain, Brazil is going to continue to not take sides in the new Cold War that's been initiated by the imperialist United States against China, Russia, and the other countries around the world. Brazil's not going to take part in it. It's going to refuse to take sides. It won't engage in any sanctions. It's going to stop the warlike rhetoric against Venezuela. You know, it's immediately going to undo any kind of connection to the farce of Jean Guaido. So it's positive. It's positive for not just for the Latin American left, but for all of the people of Latin America, especially the working class.
Brian, thank you so much for your time here in teleSUR. Brazil is going to continue celebrating this victory probably for the whole week. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break, but for